if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but I have a feeling you'll want to.
Go ahead.
What's with all the feuds?
What feuds?
You're feuding. I saw you just tweeted Triple H. I think you're trying to fight him. I think you're trying to fight Sean Ross Sapp.
No. First of all, I don't know him as Sean Ross Sapp. Unless you're a celebrity, you don't get 3-name treatment. The fact of the matter is the dude's name is Sean Sapp. And they made fun of him all throughout grade school and high school. He's not worthy of the middle name. So if you want to discuss him with me, that's fine. But I don't know any Sean Ross Sapps. I just know a Sean Sapp.
Okay, well, whoever you know, I met him once. I have to say he was lovely to me.
Yeah. Right.
He was a very, very nice man.
Okay, let me tell you how lovely he is, Francine. He's so lovely, and how this whole thing started. This guy is so lovely, bro, that I am sitting on my couch one night a couple of months ago, man, 11:30 at night, and I get a text out of the clear blue sky from Sean Ross Sapp saying, Vince, I just want you to know what a big piece of shit you are. That's how lovely, that's how wonderful Sean Ross Sapp is. So the bottom line is, you talk about these feuds, bro, you want to poke the bear? You want to go at it with me? Fine, bro. Like, let's go. Let's see how that's going to turn out for you. The problem with Triple H is, and Francine, you will agree to this, and you don't have to even agree to this. I know you're going to agree with this. Don't give me the bullshit with it's a different time. Wrestling is evolving. Bro, wrestling today is the same as wrestling was 100 years ago. You have a match. The idea of the match is to pin and beat your opponent. You could beat him 3 ways. You could pin him, he can get counted out, or he can get DQ'd. That has been the same for 100 years. Wrestling has not evolved. So stop with the bullshit. And the bottom line is the WWE sold out. They sold out, bro. Bottom line, they got to the point, we're going to be politically correct. We're not going to insult anybody. We're not going to have an edge anymore. We're not going to be dangerous anymore. We're going to put on mamby-pamby programming. And Francine, that's fine. A lot of people sell out. People will say Snoop Dogg sold out because he's in 1 million commercials. I got no problem with selling out because that's part of business. What I got a problem with is don't bullshit us. Don't give me this evolution, this evolving. You guys sold out. Period. End of story. Say you sold out and let's move on.
Is it selling out though, or is it just trying to extend the brand, adapt to the times?
They adapted to the times by selling out, by not doing anything that's going to possibly offend anybody. Listen, Francine, this is professional wrestling. You're going to be in the professional wrestling business and not, get somebody's panties in a wad. You always are, no matter what, bro. There are going to be people that are upset. If people want to find a problem with your product, they'll find a problem with your product. You're not going to please everybody. So when, they made a decision to become politically correct so they could be in business with Saudi Arabia and they could be in business whoever they want to. But we are talking about professional wrestling here. We're not talking about a puppet show. Professional wrestling was never meant to not, get somebody upset. It was never meant to be that.
Okay. Tell me about you and Bubba.
What about me and Bubba?
The Mist.
Oh, God. Yeah.
This is good. I'm pulling up things that have caused a stir on X.
Well, according to Sean Sapp, here's a funny thing. According to Sean Sapp, Francine, I'm doing all of this to stay relevant. Okay.
Now you're trying to get a job with.
Yeah. Well, not only that. Here's what cracks me up. Raw drew 1.5 million people on Monday night. If I was trying to stay relevant, The absolute last genre I would try to stay relevant would be wrestling. Wrestling is not relevant. Wrestling hasn't been relevant for years. So if I was actually trying to stay relevant, I promise you, I would not be doing it through a company and through a business that is the most irrelevant in entertainment and sports across the board. Now, according to Bubba, I watch these shows, Francine, only because I get paid to watch these shows.
Mhm.
The minute they stop paying me, I stop watching. It's that simple. But I'm watching this. Okay, first of all, I got to check my watch to make sure it's 2023. So I'm watching Cody Rhodes come out and explain how Nakamura spewed a poison mist into his face. But yet here we are 7 days later, and they're both perfectly fine. I just didn't understand that. If Nakamura is holding a poison in his mouth, I'm thinking it's blistering. I'm thinking he's got canker sores. I'm thinking he can't breathe. I'm thinking his larynx is closing up. And then Cody gets the poison in the eyes. And I'm thinking of, oh my God, bro, it's like, can you imagine getting Clorox in your eyes, or, even pepper spray? But here we are a week later, and we're both perfectly fine. To me, that's what casual fans laugh at. And the reason why you still get crap today, Francine, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You got the wrestling bubble, and they all live in the wrestling bubble. They don't have a clue to what's going on the outside world. You got people in there, bro, that through politics have been holding their spots forever when the world passed them by a long time ago. So when I hear of a poison mist, people are laughing at that. And whatever Bubba can say, whatever Bubba wants to say. Back in the day of Muda, nobody ever said it was poison. Nobody. Poison is a whole different category, Francine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I've taken that from Tajiri. Tajiri used to use.
Was it poison?
It was the green mist.
Was it poison? Was it poison?
I don't know if it was poison. I've taken it a couple times, and I know it went into every orifice of my body.
Was it poison though?
I don't know. I can't remember if it was poison.
Did your skin boil? Did your eyeballs boil?
I did come to work the next week. What would you call it? If you had to rename this mist, what would you call it?
Mist. We don't know what's in the mist.
Okay.
It's something temporary,
blinding. It's just blinding mist.
Yes, blinding mist. Thank you, Chad. But poison, like poison, bro. I'm actually gonna put poison in my mouth. Bro, I'm sorry. These are the things you have to look at, because it's 2023. It's not 1973. These are the things you have to look at.